Boom. Hey! Synth fan is at the top again. Oh, there's Johnny's 2 cents. There's the proctologist hangout pictures. Good one, Johnny's 2 cents. Fox Hill Dreams, Susie Brizuela, Kathleen Cross, Tina G, Misha Oliver, Donna Murphy, Lee Saunders, Melissa McQueen, Wilbur McCarthy, Gavin Rutherford, Ness from Connecticut from vacation, Kimini, Debbie Neiman, Gina Potter, Bernadette H, and me, BDD in the Heezy. Punxsutawney the Trump Reaper, Samantha Hawkins, Queen of the South, Stephanie L, Cha-Cha, Alaska Cindy, Cecile Kazimi, Sally Rose, Scribble My Nibbles, Ms. K. Plummer, Michael Roy Luciel. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is Storytime. Cling, cling. Welcome, everybody. I see Sandra has popped in and Valerie G. Lee Saunders, Watcher Sokol. Welcome to a happy hump day, a.k.a. happy Wednesday. There's Paula Freitas from Madeira Island. Welcome to you, too. We got some things going on today. A few things from today, a few things from yesterday. We'll cover that all in our stories of the day. Stories of the day. Is it time for masks to go back on? We're going to cover a COVID update. Jeff Bezos blasts into space, and unfortunately, he did return. Nancy Pelosi blocks Jims, Jordan, and Banks from the January 6th Select Committee. We got another round of our guessing game, and this one is round 2 of You Guess That TV Show Quote. Last but not least, in our You Raggedy Bish segment, we have Kevin with a Q, McCarthy also with a Q, as today's You Raggedy Bish. You Raggedy Bish. Yes, indeed. So, as I said, we have some stuff to cover, but as always, I like to cover the random stuff first. Okay, first, before I do anything else, I was this close to not doing the show today because maybe about a half hour before I started, which is part of my reason why I'm late today, I got into it with a representative from PC Richard & Son. Those of you who are not familiar with PC Richard & Son, they are an electrical appliance department store. They cover things like, they carry air conditioners and dishwashers, refrigerators, stereos, whatever is electronic, whatever is an appliance, they carry it. So, with that said, for the past 6 or 7 weeks now, we have not been, as by we, I mean me and wifey, we have not had access to, yes, just like Best Buy, Trump Reaper, thank you. And welcome, Julien Gauthier. And so wifey and I, have not had access to our dishwasher for the past 6 or 7 weeks because it's been busted. Now, a few weeks ago, I talked about the whole scam of planned obsolescence, right? And that's how they get you. They kind of condition you to finally give it and say, all right, I'll take the extended warranty. But here's the deal. When you buy that extended warranty, it means you are entitled, if they cannot fix your merchandise, your item, your whatever, in a reasonable amount of time, then you're supposed to get a new one, right? So, again, I don't think 7 weeks is a reasonable amount of time to wait to get a dishwasher fixed. And so I got into it with the person, come on. You guys, your salespeople aggressively push these extended warranties. I want a new dishwasher. I've paid my extended warranty and it's not doing me any good. So, God damn it. And that's where I was. And, I was yelling on the phone. Wifey came into the room. She's like, you all right? when you hear, I don't normally yell. I talk loudly on the show. That's not yelling. That's not yelling. When I yell, you can hear me yelling from outside. Yeah. So anyway, I'm glad I have this mellow, chill music to play because I feel mellow already. But God damn it, that damn Karen. Where is she? Does anybody know who that damn Karen is? That damn Karen. Anyway, last night, the Milwaukee Bucks, for the first time since 1971, the Milwaukee Bucks won a championship, an NBA championship. So I say, congratulations to you guys. They beat my Nets, right? They did beat the Nets, even if it was like a half inch or whatever. If KD's foot was just a half inch back, it would have been the Nets celebrating. But whatever. It was a gutsy performance. I was rooting for the Bucks because in my mind, they were the underdogs of this. I thought the Phoenix Suns were a very super-powered team, super-powered. And the Bucks, they just got it done with hard work and hustle. And, Giannis, you got to give it to him. He's the MVP, and he's a nice guy at that, too. So congratulations all around. Those of you who are Milwaukee fans, Wisconsin, this is your time in the sun. Jamie, are you out there? Jamie from Wisconsin, congratulations if you're a Bucks fan. All right. Next up, let's see. What do we have next up here? Okay. So, continuing in my investigation of shows on Apple TV. Yeah, Giannis had 50 points. That's spectacular. Jeez. But continuing with my Apple TV, browsing, we came across this show called C. Now, Scribbles My Dibbles had told me about this show. She said, oh, you'd like this. And it's not just because it stars Jason Momoa, a.k.a. Drogo from Game of Thrones, a.k.a. Aquaman, this big dude. He can act, too. But this, I don't know if this show necessarily requires a great deal of serious acting, but this is a series. It's only got one season in the book so far, and C is about a civilization here on Earth. It takes place in the future, long after a deadly pandemic decimated the world population and left only 2 million people alive. And the catch is that those 2 million people that were alive, They could not see. This pandemic wiped the ability to see from the human race. Everybody's blind. And in the world of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. There's no one-eyed man in this thing. But this show is very similar to a movie I saw, I think back in 2008. It's called Blindness, starring Mark Ruffalo, Julianne Moore, Danny Glover, and Gael Garcia Bernal. And this was a fascinating movie, but brutal, about a disease that attacks the optical nerve or whatever, causes everybody to go blind. And the concept in and of itself is fascinating to me, because we take sight for granted. Those of us who are sighted, we take that shit for granted. You open your eyes in the morning and you see the sun, or you see the clouds, or you see the cat licking your face, or whatever, you can see. And we take that for granted. And the showrunners of this show do a really good job of introducing us to a world where everybody is blind, and so they rely more heavily on their other senses, their hearing, their sense of smell, taste, touch, all that stuff, and even intuition. But it is brutal at parts. And I read some reviews about this show, and the reviews were not kind, and I never pay attention to reviews. I'm going to make up my own mind, and if I am entertained, then I am a fan. So I am a fan because I am entertained. It's not a perfect show by any stretch of the imagination, and if you want to poke holes in a science fiction movie, science fiction is the operative word here, then you're a sad person. You're just sad. Yeah, I mean, I can suspend my my disbelief, but for so long. If you got a believable enough premise and show, I'm with you. So this is a great show if you have that Apple TV on your TV set. And great performances, I think, overall. I'm enjoying it. We're up to episode 4 out of an 8-episode season. And that's it for the random stuff, my friends. Okay, now it is that time for the hits that are quick, also known as the quick hits. Yeah, yeah, yeah! Some more beat. Take that! Take it! Mofo. All right, so yesterday, a giant dick was blasted into space yesterday. Also, a rocket ship was blasted into space. Ha ha ha! You see what I did? Everybody was running that joke yesterday, so it's fine. Yeah, so Jeff Bezos of Amazon, the owner of Amazon, has blown $10 billion with a B, $10 billion on a been there, done that space waste, basically. He spent a whole lot of money to send people into space, and he charged them a meager $28 million per ticket. Now that's a freaking lot of money. That's too much money. Too much money. So really, only the rich people can afford this waste of time. $28 million. And, rightfully, a lot of people stepped up and were like, hey, what about starvation? What about, climate change? All these things. We've already been to space, folks. Not only have we been to space, we've been to the moon. That is, unless you are of the moon landing conspiracy theory, just, yeah, but we've already been to space. Why are you spending these boatloads of money on going out into space? Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think we do at some point need to investigate the possibility of getting to Mars, or let's build a base on the moon, so that we can now launch people from the moon to Mars and maybe turn that into a round trip thing. I don't know. But whatever. There's other things that are way more of a priority. Climate change being the top priority. Starving kids and all that other stuff. Yeah, that's important too. But upon his return, he said that he was going to donate $100 million each to Van Jones and Chef Andres to donate to a charity of their choice, and for the Courage and Civility Award. I can understand Chef Andres, but Van Jones, really? Yesterday was the day that Jeff Bezos became a sucker. The picture you have on your screen here, let me just caption this. Hi, my name is Nancy. Hi, Kevin. My name is Nancy. You are never going to hold this gavel ever again. Excuse me. So today, Speaker Nancy Pelosi made her intentions known about the five people that Kevin McCarthy nominated for the January 6th Select Committee to investigate January 6th. And she said, Jim Jordan, nope. Jim Banks, nope. Thank you very much. I got the veto power. And so Kevin McCarthy responded by basically taking his ball and going home. He said, yeah, I'm not going to give you any candidates. Well, okay. Well, then that's on you. You guys voted against a bipartisan committee. Now, just out of the kindness of her heart, Speaker Pelosi said, okay, you can give me some nominees from your team, but there was never any serious intent to take this thing seriously if you were putting a jack-a-hole like Jim Jordan on this committee. I don't know Jim Banks, but I know Jim Jordan would have just turned it into a circus, a loud, shouting, shrill circus, and no, bye-bye. But now he's saying, if I can't get them all, then you're not getting any of them. It's tough. All right, good. Bye-bye. Nancy Pelosi, and if you think Nancy Pelosi is not going to add some Republicans to this thing anyway, you don't know Nancy. She knows exactly what she is doing. And Jim Jordan, you can take your jacketless self and go scream into the void. Nobody wants to hear it. The bald wonder you see appearing on the screen right now is showing the expression of a man who's just realized that he cannot use his vast wealth or his vast contacts to escape justice here in America. That is Tom Barrack. Some people pronounce his name Barrack. Some are pronouncing it Barrack. Whatever. He's up Schitt's Creek. And it looks like his paddle is up Schitt's Creek as well. Tom Barrack was arrested and indicted yesterday for failure to register as a foreign agent in the service of Donald Trump. He served as Trump's inaugural chairman back in 2017, 2017, whatever. And he allowed the United Arab Emirates to get him to insert language into Trump's speeches saying that they were going to be favorable or friendly towards United Arab Emirates. That's against the law. But don't tell a Trump supporter or a Trump associate against the law, because they'll look at you like cross-eyed, like, what against the law? You silly mortal. The law doesn't apply to us. We're about to find out. We are about to find out. This guy had the audacity in one instance to say, after having interfered on behalf of UAE, he said, I nailed it for the home team. And by the home team, he did not mean America. He was talking about United Arab Emirates. So, yeah, currently his ass is in jail. And speaking as someone who has been in jail before, I've been arrested a few times. It is not pleasant, especially if you have to spend the night in there or multiple nights. I don't think I've spent multiple nights. I have spent one night. It's not pleasant. Nope. Those bologna sandwiches, they're not fun. Nope. And even if he gets some preferential treatment, your ass is in jail. Those steel bars let you know you cannot go where you want to go. So that's that for the quick hits, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how we're doing on the time. All right. It is now time for us to get to that part of the show that makes you feel a little bit better about the shit we just talked about and the shit we're about to talk about. It is the timeline a cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Doom, ba-doom, doom. All right, so let's see. This first video was tickled my funny bone quite a bit because I remember when I was a kid, one of my favorite things to do was to troll my mom. I didn't go crazy with it because, there's always a limit. When you've crossed the line and you've gotten on your mom's nerves too much and you don't want to get into that space. But I used to she'd be watching TV and I would stand directly in front of the TV knowing that she was trying to watch and pretending like I didn't know I was standing in front of the TV. It's great. Anyway, this next kid got on his mom's nerves to the point where I think she was actually amused by it.
Don't even do that.
Oh no, no, he'd be in trouble if that was me. Now she's kind of laughing at it.
Enough.
The kid is everywhere. I would have already been tired of it. At least she knows her music lessons have gone to some good. He can play that trombone.
Can't you do a nice one?
All right. There you go. That was fun. Next up, this is now that basketball season is officially over, we can now return our attention to baseball. And I came across this clip, which was a little bit of baseball mixed with a little bit of politics. And, well, I'll let you see for yourself. This guy was trying to hang a Trump flag ran into some technical difficulties. Yes, I love the fact that the rest of the crowd was like, no! This is a Nationals game, Washington Nationals. And the guy in the black polo shirt down at the bottom grabs it. I think it's interesting that the people at the bottom of the screen, they were not clapping. And the guy at the bottom eating, he says, why can't we have nice things? Well, if your idea of nice things is Trump, then no, you cannot have it. What? Why can't we have nice things? Shut up! All right, last but not least, we recently learned that there are 12 people who are responsible for most of the misinformation being spread on Facebook. Now, I don't know if these two people are two of the 12, but I wouldn't trust any information coming from these two Facebook messengers.
How are you over there? I hope you're well. Have you seen the news?
I did see the news, and it did scare me. So I posted 33 memes about Obama, and it read, did you see it?
Well, you know that story that came out about how Obama's a lizard person? Turns out that was fake news. He's a hologram.
I don't say hologram, I say Christmas gram.
You know the vaccines give you the ability to talk to birds? I don't want to talk to birds. I have enough friends.
So my Facebook friend Kathleen, her daughter got vaccinated, and then a few months later was diagnosed with a baby. And they say it's the husband's, but how do you know?
You know, vaccines actually cause you to be a distant figure in your children's lives, and that's why I never went to Casey's softball games.
Did you see the one about the lady who got vaccinated and then 3 years later drowned in her waterbed? I'll send you the story about it as soon as I'm done writing it.
Did you see the one about how all the people who died of COVID had a pre-existing condition called lungs?
I read that Dr. Fauci said glasses protect you from the coronavirus.
Oh, not on my watch. Oh my God. Our nephew is at a protest right now. We have to get online. We have to stop him.
No, Maddie, delete.
Hello, Maddie. This is your aunt. I am in Orange County where I usually am. Antifa is run by big bees.
Maddie, do you need help? I'm calling the cops like I do every Tuesday just to say thank you.
Take the mask off so that nobody steals your mouth.
Hold on, I'm tagging you in something. If you don't want me to die, you will copy and paste this. Please leave a gift with a memory of us.
How are you over there? I hope you're...
Oh my God. Those two are two very talented comedians. The redhead is Blair Erskine, and the other one is Kylie Brakeman. Two very funny. And let's see, Kylie Brakeman's @ is Deadeye, Deadeye Brakeman, Brakeman. And those two are fantastic. Look out for their stuff on Twitter. And that's that for the timeline cleanse. And let's see. Erskine. Is that it? Okay. Thank you for that. Let's see. And next up, I'm asking the question if it is time to mask up again. Now, those of you who are responsible, who have been watching this show for a decent amount of time, and by decent I mean for the past year, you know, every time we sign off, it's always wear your mask. So as far as masking up again, I don't know. Because wifey and I, we're still wearing our masks, right? But there is a temptation. Like when you're walking around and you see other people not wearing their masks, then you feel kind of stupid, especially if you're vaccinated. But still, when we're indoors, we don't play. When we're outside, you know, as long as we can socially distance from each other, you know, I mean, from people, we can socially distance, we can take the mask off. But in close quarters, and especially if you're inside, mask it up. Now, unfortunately, here is where we currently stand. picture you see here, we had too much of this, not enough of this, which gives us too much of this. So now we have to do more of this. Why? Because the Delta variant is serious. Now, excuse me, they say that the vaccines we have taken, whether it is Pfizer or Moderna, are both effective against the Delta variant. Doesn't mean you can't get it. Doesn't mean that you won't have symptoms from it. It does mean that you are less likely to be hospitalized or, God forbid, die from the Delta variant of COVID. But part of the problem in America is that we have people on the right, as well as the news sources that they subscribe to, like Fox News, OAN, Newsmax, that have been. Oh, excuse me, Cindy C. Let me go back. Cindy C. says so is J&J. I'm not so sure that Johnson & Johnson is effective against the Delta variant. I did see something earlier today. I saw it. I didn't get a chance to look into it, but they said it's possible that the J&J vaccine is not as effective against the Delta variant. But please double check that, because I'm not 100% sure. I'm not even 50% sure. I saw it. I didn't research it, but I do know that they have said Pfizer and Moderna effective. Okay, so anyway, back to the right-wing echo chamber. These clowns have spent the past year basically making diminishing the threat of COVID-19, making fun of people who wear masks, and then they've spent the past several months helping to pump up vaccine hesitancy. And this naturally is causing some serious problems. And then what happened was that we found out, and we already knew that many of the Fox News employees were already vaccinated. Then we found out that there are these notices being posted in the Fox News building that said, thank you for providing Fox with your vaccination information. Oh, yeah. Apparently, Fox has this thing called Clear Pass, which means, it's basically their vaccination passport. They don't want anybody to know that they're using vaccine passports at Fox News, because they've been telling their viewers that vaccine passports are fascism. And then, I think it was Monday when the Dow Jones dropped precipitously. It dropped by about 850 points. All of a sudden, you got those right-wing naysayers changing course. And let's see. I've got a clip for you right here.
Just like we've been saying, please take COVID seriously. I can't say it enough. Enough people have died. We don't need any more deaths. Research like crazy. Talk to your doctor, your doctors, medical professionals you trust based on your unique medical history, your current medical condition, and you and your doctor make a very important decision for your own safety. Take it seriously. You also have a right to medical privacy. Doctor-patient confidentiality is also important, and it absolutely makes sense for many Americans to get vaccinated. I believe in science. I believe in the science of vaccination.
Sean Hannity says, I believe in science. I believe in the science of vaccination. No. I think one of two things. that the legal department of Fox News says, hey, you know what? We could be looking at some serious lawsuits from all the shit you guys have been pumping. So maybe pump the brakes on that shit, okay? Or two, the Dow Jones underperforming, taking a hit because investors are nervous about the effects of the Delta variant on the economy and on the stock market. They were like, hey, we're losing millions on our stocks. Stop it. So I see Lee Saunders wrote, and rightfully so, I say Lee Saunders says they've realized they're killing their voters. As much as I'd like to believe that they had a shred of decency and a shred of humanity in them, I think it's more likely that they realize that they're killing their portfolios or possibly putting themselves in severe legal jeopardy. But yeah, even Steve Scalise, who is also a big anti-vaxxer, he went and got himself the vaccine just the other day. This is, nothing with these guys is coincidental, just so you know. Everything is calculated and calibrated. And here's Mitch McConnell even adding his 2 cents to the chorus.
97% of the hospitalizations in the country for COVID are unvaccinated people. It never occurred to me after 3 highly effective vaccines were developed in under a year that we'd have difficulty getting Americans to take the shots. But that's obviously where we are. I want to underscore in the strongest possible manner I can, and I say this with some authority, as you all know, as a result of being a polio victim myself and being very aware that it took 7 decades to come up with 2 effective polio vaccines. This was done in under 1 year. These shots need to get in everybody's arm as rapidly as possible, or we're going to be back in a situation in the fall that we don't yearn for, that we went through last year.
We've been saying this over and over and over until we are blue in the face for this entire year. For the entire year, we've been saying it. And you know what? I do remember myself being leery about it back in September before the vaccine was available. Before it became available, I was concernicus because I knew Spanky was in charge and he was just going to try to rush something out there. He was saying it was going to be ready by October, while the medical experts were all saying, no, it's no, at the earliest, maybe late December, mid to late December. No, it's not going to be ready. So that shit made me nervous and concernicus. But still, wifey and I, when our turn came up, we went and got the vaccine. And when they lowered the age requirements for kids, we got our kids vaccinated too. It's that simple, and they've been pushing they've allowed this anti-vax drumbeat to marinate for a very long time, where it's like it's baked in with Trump supporters and Republicans in general. When you look at the numbers for the unvaccinated states, those are states that Trump won, like big. Take, for instance, Alabama. Alabama is one of the states that Trump won big. And a doctor from Alabama stated that there are people who are dying in his hospital who are now begging him for the vaccine after it's way too late. And he's been telling them, I'm sorry, it's just too late. Imagine that. Imagine that, realizing that your stupid ass, you could have gotten the vaccine, you could have gone to a drive-thru, you could have gotten it at the Walgreens or the Walmart, whatever. You could have gotten the vaccine, and now you got a ventilator in your mouth going down your throat. You can't breathe, you're dying, and now you want the vaccine. And I hold people like Rand Paul responsible for this nonsense. People like Rand Paul, not just Rand Paul by himself, but he's supposed to be some kind of doctor. What kind of doctor is in the middle of a deadly pandemic stirring up this mistrust and linking the mistrust of the vaccine to the government? Doing the same shit, being just as irresponsible as Donald Trump. You know what? Donald Trump kind of has an excuse because he's an idiot. But Rand Paul, come on, dude. Really? So yesterday, he wanted to try Dr. Fauci, and Dr. Fauci was not having it. Nope.
Dr. Fauci, knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH...
Hold on. I just want to interrupt that by saying how he prefaced that, knowing that it's a lie, it is a crime to lie to Congress. How dare you? How dare you? And I've never seen Dr. Fauci, ever seen Dr. Fauci this mad before. Whoo!
Dr. Fauci, knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH never funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan?
Microphone.
Your microphone.
Senator Paul, I have never lied before the Congress, and I do not retract that statement. This paper that you are referring to was judged by qualified staff up and down the chain as not being gain of function. Let me finish.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans.
Right.
You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah, that is correct. And Senator Paul, you do not know what you are talking about, quite frankly. And I want to say that officially. You do not know what you are talking about.
Head movement. Look
Okay,
at the head.
you get one person.
Let's read from the NIH
Chair, can I
definition of
answer the
gain of
question?
function. This is your definition.
You do not know what you are talking about. He got his whole head moving into that. You know, he was tight. That was the Brooklyn in him coming out. Whoo! And yeah, I was so glad. I watched that clip probably about 50 times yesterday. I'm not exaggerating because they probably played it about 40 times on TV. And good. People, you know, people like Rand Paul need to be publicly humiliated. Enough of this shit already. Enough of this shit. There's a doctor named Dr. Liana Wen who suggested, yeah, it's time to get those masks back on because right now only 48% of the total United States population is fully vaccinated. 48%. We were shooting for 70%. We didn't hit 70% because people like Rand Paul, people like Sean Hannity, people, you know, they just allowed their viewers and their voters to keep spreading the misinformation and spreading the vaccine hesitancy. Right now, 28% of people, that's 91 million, live in counties with high COVID transmission. So, you know, if you have been wearing a mask, hang tight. Hang tight. Just keep it up. Keep it up because you don't want to end up like this young lady here. You know, that doctor in Alabama said that he's getting young, healthy patients, otherwise young and healthy, people with no history of medical illnesses or, you know, chronic illnesses, that people don't have asthma, people without those comorbidities, all that stuff. They're just healthy people. They're coming in infected. And 99% of them are unvaccinated. So their stupidity is not only getting themselves killed, but it's getting other people killed as well. Some people don't even have the ability to get the vaccine. So for those of you who are unable to get the vaccine for whatever reason, definitely you should be masking up. and just hold tight a little bit longer. You know, it's uncomfortable. Yesterday, wifey and I went to Costco, and went to Costco, and I got myself a hot dog because I was starving. Guys, never go shopping when you're hungry. I know I've tweeted this before, but don't go shopping when you're hungry because you will end up buying a lot of shit you don't need. Anyway, I bought a hot dog, nom, 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 and it was good. I don't think I ever had a Costco hot dog before, and I don't think I'll ever have another one again because that shit stayed with me all night. But the worst was burping with my mask on. Oh my Lord. Hot dog burps with the mask on is not fun. But I had the mask on anyway, you know. I can deal with the little unpleasantness of my own stinky hot dog burp. Huh? I can deal with the unpleasantness of having a mask on for 30, 45 minutes. I think that's about the longest it takes us to get through the Costco, because wifey's good. She makes a list ahead of time, and she makes a list according to how, you know, what our route is through the store. So we're in and out of there as quickly as possible. Gotta wear the mask. Gotta do it. I know it sucks because it's like being in class, right? You ever been in, there's always that one jackass. There's always that one jackass in class who ruins it for the rest of the class. Class, I need complete silence or you will have to sit here for an extra 15 minutes. And there's always that one jackass that wants to go, or make some kind of noise and ruin it for everybody. That's what Republicans are doing to us now. But we want to survive through this idiocy. If we want to survive, we got to do what we got to do. And that means continue to wear the mask until you don't have to. Los Angeles has had to go back to wearing the masks, and other places are having to go back to it because, once again, too much of this and not enough of this leads to too much of this. That is my long and drawn out public service announcement for the day. And now let's get on to this fun stuff. Misha says, hot dogs are a disgusting food. They may be. Yeah, they're made of, nobody knows what they're made of. But they do taste good going down. Not coming up, going down. All right, let's see. Where are we here? It is time for Name That TV Quote 2. Now, if you're new to this game, we've been playing these guessing games for, I don't know, a few months now, right? This time I'm going to read a quote that is from a character from a popular TV show. You listen closely, and when you have identified who said that thing from that TV show, type it in, hit send, and I'm going to read off whoever, like the first 10 names or so who got it right. And here we go. Are you ready? All right. Marsha. Who said that? And what is the show? Who said, Marsha? And what is the show? And thank you, Misha Oliver, reminding us to please don't forget to smash that like button. Smash it. Smash the like button. Thank you. All right, and let's see. And Sandra says we need to survive so we can vote them all out across the board in 2022 and 2024. Thank you for saying that, Sandra. All right. All right. At the top here, we got Synthfan. Synthfan, I know you must have some blazing internet speed. You're very fast these days. Synthfan, and let's see. We were looking for Jan from the Brady Bunch. Jan was the middle child, hence she is pictured here sitting in the middle. Since Jan, we got Kimini, we got the Trump Reaper, Victorina, Punxsutawney Mo, Tracy M, Misha Oliver, Kimini, Sheila Bird gets the full credit for saying the Brady Bunch Jan. Valerie G, Monique Lee, Susie Brizuela gets the full. Lori Fulmer, Keller Murphy. Full credit to you, too. Ms. K. Plummer, Anissa gets the full. Samantha, full. Fox Hill Dreams, Kimini, full. Debbie Neiman. Okay, very good. All right, let's go on to our next one here. And ba-da-da-da-da-da. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. You bastards. I think that's an easy one, but maybe not for some of you guys. Oh my God, they killed Kenny. You bastards. Okay, so Punxsutawney Mo says South Park, but I don't remember the character. So it doesn't matter who. If you just said South Park, you get full credit because basically all of them have said it at one point. Kyle, Cartman, Stan. It's a very funny show. It's rude though. It's very rude. We don't let our young children watch this. Okay, at the top here, once again, we got Synth Fan. Oh, there's Lee Saunders, Jen Murphy, Susie Brizuela, Corey Lord, the Trump Reaper, Anissa, Laurie Oh, no, Laurie says no clue. Debbie Neiman, Calla Murphy, Julianne Gauthier, Samantha Hawkins, Lucy L, Monique Lee, Punxsutawney Mo, Watcher Soko. Oh, now Laurie Fulmer gets it. Tracy M, Gavin Rutherford, Fox Hill Dreams, Misha Oliver. Okay, you guys got it. Next up. The truth is out there. The truth is out there. That's the next one, guys. The truth is out there. All right. I think I've seen enough. Yes, we were looking for Fox Mulder from The X-Files. I wasn't a big fan of the show, but I should have been because that's right up my alley. Strange phenomenon and conspiracies and shit like that. That's what The X-Files was all about. Maybe I will check that show out. All right, at the top once again with the blazing internet is Synth Fan, followed by the Trump Reaper, Susie Brizuela. Oh, nope. Sorry, almost said Gavin. You said Star Trek. Watcher Soko, Laurie Fulmer, Calla Murphy. Calla Murphy is the first to get the full credit on Mulder and X-Files, and so is Melissa McQueen, Jen Murphy, Monique Lee, Julianne Gauthier, Tracy M, full credit. Lee Saunders. Ness from Connecticut gets the full credit along with Sheila Bird and Samantha Hawkins and Punxsutawney Mo and Cindy C. Hey, and we got Ben Carlazzo, Debbie Neiman, Lucy L, Misha Oliver. Very good, you guys. Okay, next one. This will be a little challenging. Listen up. I want to go to there. I want to go to there. I want to go to there. Who said it and from what show? I want to go to there. I want to go to there. Here I am thinking if I say it 17 times, they will get it. This is a tough one. It is a tough one. I want to go to there. Ooh, I have stumped. Oh. Wait, I thought maybe. All right, so I've stumped everyone except for Cindy C. Cindy C. with the full credit for Liz Lemon from 30 Rock. Very good. I know. Sorry, guys. That was a tough one, but I can't throw them all right across the plate. Oh, Misha Oliver also said 30 Rock. Melissa McQueen said Third Rock from the Sun. Okay. This is a hilarious show, by the way. If you get a chance, definitely check it out. This is binge-worthy, too. It's really funny. Well done, Cindy. Cindy C! All right. Next up. Here's the next one. Ready? Survey says. Survey says. Survey says. Survey says. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. Wait. Yes, we were looking for Family Feud, and because this show had a multitude of hosts, pretty much anybody, or if you just said Family Feud, you'd be correct, because, you know, that's what they say in the Family Feud. Survey says top 7 answers are on the board. Let's see. And at the top here, we got Jen Murphy, Anissa, Watcher Soko, Synth Fan, Susie Brizuela, Kimini, The Trump Reaper, Laurie Fulmer. Lee Saunders says, family fortunes, we say in UK. I will give you some credit for that. Misha Oliver. Tracy M says Richard Dawson. That's the guy in the middle. It's Steve Harvey, Richard Dawson, and Louis Anderson. Those are 3. I think they might have had like 5 or 6 different hosts. Julianne Gauthier, Lucielle, Fox Hill Dreams, Punxsutawney Mo, Cha-Cha. Yeah, Punxsutawney Mo says lots of hosts. That's right. Wilbur McCarthy, Monique Lee, Gavin Rutherford, Samantha Hawkins, and Valerie G. Very good. Okay, next up. This one. Here's the next one. Vitamita Vegemin. I'll say it again. Vitamita Vegemin. Vitamita Vegemin. Vitamita Vegemin? That damn Karen? Where is she, man? Okay, let's see. Oh, and from the previous one, Anissa says, was Richard Hawson the host who kissed all the ladies on the cheek? Not just on the cheek. He was kissing some of them full on the lips. That shit wouldn't fly today. He would totally be busted for, like, sexual assault. Totally. Okay, so this Vitamita Vegemin, we were looking for Lucy. We'll take Lucy. We'll take I Love Lucy. Lucille Ball. She was phenomenal. And this skit, I just watched this. Yo, YouTube this one, guys. YouTube Vitamita Vegemin. This shit is so funny to this day because she was pitching this health drink called Vitamita Vegemin. Vitamins, meat, real, vitamins, meat, vegetables, and minerals in this beverage. I think it was spiked with alcohol. That's all I'll say. At the top here, we got Tracy M., Jen Murphy, Susie Brizuela, Laurie Fulmer, Synth Fan, Misha Oliver, Valerie G., Anissa, The Trump Reaper, Patricia Haverkamp, Kimmy Nee, Shell Teresa, Heather Murphy, Lucy L. Lucy L says Lucy. Very good. Julianne Gauthier, Sheila Bird, Cindy C., Monique Lee, Water Soko, Tina G. Very good, you guys. Okay. Yeah. I got two more. First one, here it is. To boldly go where no man has gone before. To boldly go where no man has gone before. To boldly go where no man. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilization. Yeah, he used to say civilization. I thought that was funny. New civilizations. To boldly go where no man has gone before. Da, na, 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 na. All right, at the top here we got Lee Saunders, Gavin Rutherford, Synth Fan, Cha Cha, Misha Oliver, Jen Murphy, Watcher Soko, Kimmy Nee, Sheila Bird, Cindy C., Susie Brizuela, Melissa Queen, Patricia Haverkamp, Laurie Fulmer, Tracy M., Shel Teresa, Julianne Gauthier, Punxsutawney Wilbur McCarthy, Lisa Hathaway, Lucy Yell, Sylvia Correa. Very good. You guys got it. I thought it was important to at least have one Star Trek thing in here because so many in these guessing games, I don't care if it's like it's a love song thing. Somebody's going to say, Star Trek. It's your favorite cartoon. It's Star Trek. Everybody's always shouting Star Trek. Well, you finally got it. All right. And Watcher Soko reminds us all to please remember to like this show with a thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. All right. And here's the last one. Listen closely. Who loves you, baby? Oh, wait a minute. I need this. Pretend like this is a lollipop. Who loves you, baby? Who loves you, baby? Wait. Here we go. Better. Who loves you, baby? All right, I need my glasses so I can see the explosion of answers, of correct answers, might I say. We were looking for Kojak, starring bald-headed Telly Savalas with his iconic, unforgettable catchphrase, who loves you, baby? Let's see. And at the top here, we got Lee Saunders, Jen Murphy, Kathy Murphy. We got the Murphy sisters together. Jen and Kathy. Valerie G., Synth Fan, Sheila Bird, Gavin Rutherford, Tracy M., oh, Misha Oliver says Telly Savalas. Very good. Kimmy Nee, Samantha Hawkins, The Trump Reaper, Victorina, Cha-Cha, Susie Brizuela, Alaska Cindy, Punxsutawney Tina G., Melissa McQueen, Cindy C., Julianne Gauthier, Ben, Ben, what happened to you, my brother? You said Mona. Who's Mona? Excuse me. Lisa Hathaway, the Trump Reaper. Very good, you guys. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's that for that show, for that game. Thank you for allowing me to share that with you. I'm having a ball with these guessing games. I'll try to come up with a good one for Friday. Next up, you know what time it is. It's time to do that person that's just so horrible. We had to make up a whole segment for him in what I like to call You Raggedy Bish. Fox Hill Dreams, I didn't skip you. I skip people that I can't do all of the viewers that are, but yeah, I got you, Fox Hill Dreams. Fox Hill Dreams! Okay, so today's You Raggedy Bish is a hypocrite. He is a coward. He is none other than Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy is the minority leader, minority GOP House leader. And, well, let's just play this little clip from his press conference today.
We will run our own investigation. We have law enforcement, we have military, we have doctors, we have people from all walks of life. They want to know the answer. The American people deserve that. They don't deserve politics. They don't deserve destroying the institution. No committee in Congress will work if one person is picking all who can serve. This has not happened before.
Screw you guys, I'm going home. Yeah, Kevin McCarthy decided he's just going to take his ball and go home. If he can't have that loud, shouty, jacketless jackass Jim Jordan on that committee, he wants nothing to do with it. Well, we already knew he didn't want anything to do with it. This was all for show. He just recently visited Trump at his place in Bedminster. Oh, shit. Cindy C says, slow speed pursuit in Pasadena, 10 miles per hour on the freeway. What is it? OJ kill somebody again? God damn it. Yeah, he recently just got his marching orders from the former guy in Bedminster, and now we know. There's no coincidences with the GOP. If you see something, there's absolutely a correlation between some obvious shit and the shit that they just did. Back in January, Kevin McCarthy had this rare moment of courage where he said that Trump bears some responsibility for January 6th. And I guess now he's just trying to put as much distance between himself and that statement as possible, because Trump, like it or not, he might have lost the 2020 election, but he still runs the GOP. And they live in fear of his ability to sway uneducated, stupid supporters and his ability to primary them. And none of them want to be primaried, right? None of these people, they live in fear. The primary is like the threat of, yo, I'm going to call the cops on your ass. I'm going to call the cops on you. It's just as bad as threatening to call the cops on them, because then they have to spend their time battling against somebody who actually could beat them, somebody who is to the right of them. So especially now in today's hypercharged partisan climate, in order for you to out crazy somebody to the right of you, it completely dismantles who you are. So that's why they don't like. I believe the majority of the people who sit in Congress right now, they don't want to be batshit nuts crazy. They don't want to continue riding on the Trump boat, but they have no choice, because they allowed him to tug the party all the way into Crazyville, and they can't get out. So they just kind of have to go along with it. You know, that's why I was just talking about this the other day. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz. If I said that those were two of the worst people in the House right now, it'd be hard to debate that, right? Yeah. However, if you think they're being the worst people in the House makes them ineligible to be reelected, you'd be wrong. You would be wrong. In fact, it makes it more likely to be reelected in their gerrymandered districts because they now have a national stature, a national profile. They're in the news quite frequently, and people don't care really if their being in the news has some notoriety attached to it because they'll just spin that as fake news. Donald Trump has created like this bubble of invulnerability to controversy and scandal by just calling shit fake news. So don't sleep on those two people. Don't sleep on Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz. Don't assume that whoever challenges them for that House seat is going to be a slam dunk. We got to throw as much support as we can behind whoever is running against those two people. I think Marcus Flowers is one of them. I'm not sure who he's. I think Marcus Flowers is running against Marjorie Taylor Greene. Am I right? You guys know? I don't know. But in any case, Kevin McCarthy is not a leader. He's not leading his caucus. He's allowing his caucus to lead him around by the nose and allowing the former guy to lead him. Why would any self-respecting leader be taking his orders from somebody who's basically destroyed their party? Because he's not a leader. He is, like I said, he is a spineless, cowardly wimp. Fun fact here, Marcus Flowers follows our very own Lee Saunders on the Twitter. That's cool. Very cool. Okay, so that's what I've got to say, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Questions. I got time for this many questions. I think Wifey is making tonight. I think she's making something that we got from the Costco yesterday when I was like freaking hungry as hell. Is some kind of either braised lamb or some kind of chicken thing. I'll let you guys know. It looks so good. Let's see. Wilbur McCarthy says McCarthy with a Q is a Trump follower. Yes, he is. Lucy L says the whole corrupted party needs to go away. Corey Lord says, you're right, Misha Oliver. They're using stupidity as a weapon against a man brainwashed by a beast. Oh, Julianne Gauthier says Bruno Amato is running against Kevin McCarthy. Very good. Sylvia Correa wants to know, what is your new book about? My new book, which has cobwebs on it, is called The Bigliest Loser, and it's basically going to cover the events leading up to the 2020 election, all those recounts during, and then everything after. I'm trying to cram all that shit in, leading up to his incarceration. It's going to happen. People don't think it's going to happen. It is going to happen. I know. Everybody is pretty much like, like maxed out, overdosed on the Trump's getting convicted. It's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Corey Lord wants to know, why is it that McCarthy is fooled into believing Trump gives him solace? Why do birds sing so gay? Loving the way the break of day. Why did they fall in love? I don't know, Corey Lord. I do not know why anybody would be fooled into believing anything from Spanky McDumbass. I don't know. I'm not sure it's solace that he's that he's looking for from Trump, as much as he's looking for approval, as much as he's looking for Trump not to stab him in the back, I think. No, not the littlest convict, the bigliest loser. Lahooser. All right, guys, thank you very much for another fun episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, a.k.a. Brooklyn Dad. And please remember, if you haven't gotten the jab yet, go ahead and get your vaccination pronto. Make sure you continue to wear your mask. Keep your social distance 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, glorious, relaxing evening. I see our friend Wojo Mom is here. What's up, Wojo Mom? There she goes. She's our fighter. You go, Wojo Mom. We love you, and we are still praying for you every day. Every day. As you guys know, I won't be here mañana, Thursday. I will return on Friday, as the show is now Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, so I'll see you here Friday, same time, same place, hopefully a little earlier. I love you all. Peace. And as Watcher Soko reminds us to please smash that like button. Boom. Anissa is vaccinated but has to get a COVID test tomorrow. Hope to have, yes, I hope you have good news. Yes. And Tina G, our wonderful moderator, one of several wonderful moderators, tells us that there were 0 trolls today. That is impressive. They're just scared now. Now they're just scared. Ben Carlazzo, you are welcome, my friend. Hey! Hey! Lisa Hathaway, you hang in there. I hope we were able to spread some positive vibes, throw some of that positivity your way. The rest of you guys, if you're listening, please send Lisa Hathaway some good positive vibes. She's having a chaotic day. Hey! 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 Oh, no, Cindy C, I did not see the Duke's jump video. I will try to find it. Yeah. All right. Lisa Hathaway, I hope your day gets better. You guys, I hope you stay positive and stay great. I love you all. And now it's time. You need to leave.